What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Thank y'all for coming. Salute, salute.
Salute to
Fans
everyone.
group was good. OG Lee in the building.
What up, my peoples? Good to see everybody.
Word up. Word up. So we here, man. We here to review these beautiful indie comics, man. We got some dope joints on deck, man, and we're gonna bust it up, man. I'm gonna but before we do, I just got this package, man. I really wasn't planning to do this, but the joint just hit my door and it's a bomb. It's a bomb. So let me bust it open for y'all, man, right quick and see what we got. Because I don't even remember. I
got something to crack as well. Hold on.
That's what's up. I love forgetting what I ordered. You know what I mean? And then it come and it be a surprise. That's my favorite. I love that. Ooh, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. This is a dope. If y'all reading Dawn of X right now, X-Men 20 was a fire issue. I mean, really good. It brought me back to like, the Hoxpox era, Nimrod and all that good stuff. And this is a dope variant cover, man, with my man Magneto on the front. Had to grab him. This was just a cool I think that's Typhoid Mary right there, venomized or whatever. On and I just grabbed him.
Covers right there, yo.
That's what I do. I look for covers, man. The covers is what it's all about for me. Grab this just cause Secret Wars 2, #1.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with some Secret Wars, bro.
Word. And I love these alien covers, man. They're really, really well done. Like these alien covers are dope.
Dope art. I like that.
Surprisingly, man, them alien covers go for crazy paper, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, let me throw the screen up so y'all can see these covers, man. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, this one, man. I wanted to grab. I should have grabbed it. Let me grab this for y'all right here. Can I do that? So I saw this Rick and Morty joint, which Rick and Morty is my joint, but I had to grab it. I never bought the comics because, I don't know. I just never got into the comics. The show is dope, but I grabbed this one because I have this Spider-Man joint that is the homage to.
Yes, the Superman homage too.
Yeah, right. So it's like an homage of an homage.
That's crazy right there.
This was a dope Winter Soldier joint.
Lucky joint.
Lucky. Iron Man and Deadpool on the Iron Man #1.
Okay, you went shopping, homie.
I love some of these. I love these Iron Man covers. What else? Yeah, I got. This is a serious haul right here, man. This is a serious haul. That's why I had to show y'all real quick. Miles Morales.
Where'd you get the come up from?
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to my man Dad and Daughter Comics on Instagram. He specializes in the variants, and that's what I collect. I'm into variant covers, man. I'm into virgin variants, regular variants. I love the covers, And my man specializes in all variant covers. That's Dad and Daughter Comics on Instagram. Check him out. He got all the dope shit posted up on Instagram. You just go in, look at what he's got. If you like it, put claim in the comments and it's yours. Wolverine is my homeboy, and Wolverine and Cable are my favorite characters. So I saw this joint with all the Logans on the front. This one kind of reminded me of the other Hulk, the old Hulk one. That's why I grabbed these two. Let me see, can I pull that back out? The Immortal Hulk is my joint.
Oh, yeah, the Immortal Hulk joint. I like when they do the homages to the old covers.
Yep. Definitely. Let me grab these up right quick.
Yeah, fam.
Let my joints bend up.
So, I had some heat come through. Like Snoop coming through to crush the buildings. I had to get up on this heat real quick.
These Venomverse. I forgot I got this one. Yeah, I forgot I got this one. X-23.
Oh man,
The cool Darth Vader. This is like the what's that? You know, the when they draw, you know, what they
joint?
nah, like not like a prototype, but like
the design cover.
Yeah, the design before they put it out. I can't think of the word right now, but and I love feudal Japan, anything feudal Japan, samurai stuff. I never read.
I saw that on what's the site? Is it Heat Makers? Did you get that from Heat Makers?
Got all this from Dad and
Heat
Daughter.
Seekers. Oh, okay.
Got all this from Dad and Daughter Comics. Always the variants, always with the variants. Spider-Man's Shadow has been a great kind of what if series about, you know, what if Spider-Man really embraced the black suit, you know what I mean, and sort of became and started killing the bad guys and everything. And you got the Sinister Six right now trying to team up to figure out how to kill Spider-Man before he killed him. Yeah, because he's killing him. He's straight killing him now. I got two more packs.
Look at some of this heat right here, bro.
Okay, let me share that. Let me share the spotlight right quick. Hold on, let me pull you up. All right, here you go. Ooh, Department of Truth.
Yeah, we got them Queen variants right there.
Beautiful.
Got a couple of those, and y'all know what this is. This is that We Live.
Nah, I don't know about. Oh man, I know about We Live, but I never seen it.
Variant right there.
Okay, I see you got a couple of them, so I'm gonna have to talk to you.
Yeah, man. You know, you come holler at me.
For sure.
Oh.
Oh, your mic got muted. I don't know what happened. Let me try to unmute you.
Oh, I got. That's that joint right there, that Paladin cover, yo, the foil.
Oh, that's like a foil.
I was gonna ask you that because it looks shiny. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that joint is going crazy right now, man.
That's sick, man.
Got some Wolvie up in here. Got the Layla Stars.
Nice.
And then had to throw some Eve, yo. Throw some Eve with it. Kill him with it, man. So some crazy variants came in. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Definitely. And I told my man, Dad and Daughter, when these came in, I was gonna shout him out and show everybody what came. And this dude, listen, man, he is the truth when it comes to these variants, man. Like really the truth. Like he just really got nothing but variants on his page. I love it. Rabbit World #1.
Oh, I got that. I picked that up today too, man. I heard that's a great read.
Art Germ, I got that one.
The Art Germ.
Yeah.
This one I grabbed. I just thought it was a cool looking.
Yo, that flash is dope.
Man, pretty cool looking cover right there. Venom, you know, it's hard with Venom because it's like every cover is dope looking, but you gotta pick your battles. My man got this one in the Mylar bag.
Yo, Spawn joint looks sick.
Spawn's another one. It's like Spawn and Venom. The covers are always gonna be fly. This is a series that I really need to get into because it's really dope. Like it's like what Darth Vader's been up to. You know what I'm saying? Between the movies and all of that.
Man, there's so much heat in those Vader books, man. So much.
And what was that Vader?
Which one? 11.
No. What volume is it?
I think that's the current volume.
It's the current volume. Yeah, this is going on right now. I think they're at number 12. I think this is 11. I think they're at 12.
Because I have the first two runs, man.
Oh, word, yeah.
You got the Dr. Afra and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Afra's another one that's hot right now.
Oh, I like that Daredevil.
Yep. It's Alien right here, hidden.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah. Old school AMS.
Oh,
this one
right there.
I just also ordered the Venom. There's a virgin variant of Venom in the same pose, you know, homage just like that with Venom right here, and
that's a homage to ASM 50 or AS 50, yeah.
Right.
We got some good ASM right here.
Yeah, these were, and this is another thing, man. Dad and Daughter, he shot these as like a little lot, like for the low. So I grabbed them. Did he put two in there?
Yeah.
Well, there's the
this is-
homage right there.
Yeah, that's one right there.
You got that DNA.
Sir.
David Nakamura. Yo, that
I grabbed
Avengers
it.
run right there was kind of sick with the
Phoenix.
Right?
Yeah, I never got to read it, but Wolverine with the Phoenix, I had to grab that cover, and then of course the good old AMS 55. Which Cooks, you got all these joints. Cooks got all the colors, man. Cooks got all the colors.
Of which, talking about that one? Yeah.
The Spider 55.
Yeah, I got the third print, second print, first print, but each color.
Yeah.
Hey, Cooks, let me get that 1 in 50, man. That white one.
That whole one.
The all white joint. That one is hard, man. I need that.
Hey, I figured you already had it though.
Nah, I never got that because my LCS sold out before I got it. I was like, it's gonna come down in price on eBay, yo. That joint never came down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only went up.
Okay.
But since I'm out here, since I'm showing these new joints, I just also got a package from my man OG Lee right here.
Oh,
word.
Oh yeah,
word.
Salute to OG for the nice old school Fan 4, and then shot me the new variants of the DC Crime Syndicate, the Phantasm, Batman and Catwoman.
Dope cover. Oh yeah, Suicide Squad Red X.
Yeah, and this one I just picked because I thought it was dope having all the hands, all the members, and then looked pretty dope. And then the Swamp Thing variant was nice.
Nice.
But yeah, man, thank you, OG, for that, man. That was a dope.
You're always welcome,
pick, and I really appreciate that, brother. For real.
OG.
All right, so
good hits.
Definitely. Salute to the tribe in the building, Slick Nick, Comic Crusaders, Creamer and Cash. What's good? What's good, Amber?
Amber, what up, my peoples? I was just on a show with Amber last night, man. Hustling hard.
Yeah, them auctions, man. Them auctions, y'all be coming with some real fire. So shout out, man. Y'all definitely check out Amber's. What's the name of the auctions? What's the name? How can people find it? What's it called?
So on Amber's channel, it's look up Creamer and Cash Comics on YouTube. On mine's, just look up Sands Group Collectible. And also check out Spine Sliders. So those are the three where you could kind of find us rotating through, but we on some others too. So on any given night, there's an auction on YouTube. It's a great community. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out.
Word. Definitely. So all right, with no further ado, let me pull up. Make sure I got the comic up. All right, so we all at least three of us read these books, and I think we all definitely agreed Bunny Mask was one of the craziest.
Yo,
easily
from the page one, from the rip.
Yep.
I can't even explain, man. Page one had me like, wait, what's about to go down?
Yeah. So this is what it looks like, y'all. It's Bunny Mask. And yeah, man, just so everybody know, the issue is called Chipping of the Teeth for disturbing reasons. The writer is Paul Tobin. The artist and colorist Andrea Muti, and Taylor Esposito is the letterer. And yeah, man, right off we start off with a throwback, a flashback 14 years ago. She's sitting here in her house looking up to her pops and smiling big, and pops comes in and says, yeah, man, so this is gonna be uncomfortable, but just hold still. Pulls out the chisel and just whack, just cracks her bottom teeth out. Like, what's going on? And that's the first page. So right off, this book is gonna be crazy.
Pretty much, man. I saw that and I was like, okay, what's about to happen? And then like page 2 and 3 just turned it up even more.
Definitely. Yeah. So then we had the it looks like, I don't know if they were like child welfare.
Yeah, they're like child protective services, like medical examiners.
Right. They walk up, knock on the door, Pops answers, they introduce themselves, and he just impales the chick with a branch.
Right.
Hey,
It's
that
like,
caught me off guard, man. Like straight
yeah.
out. Man.
I didn't even know what was happening. I was like, and why is homeboy just standing there? Like, you see that? Like, you either attacking him or you on the move. It's fight or flight at that point.
Fight or flight, one of the two. Cause and then that's what I was thinking. I'm like, so wait a minute, I'm trying to I see the blood all over him. So I'm like, maybe he got stuck too, because he just sort of standing there, and then dude knocked him out.
Right.
So he knocked him out, he fall out. But yeah, then he wakes up in this cave. And yeah, homeboy got his daughter in the cave, and he just talking all kind of craziness. You know what I mean? He making them dig a cave.
What's interesting is this whole thing, he's telling them like, yo, something's telling me to do this, and Shorty's like, yeah, I heard it too. I heard the thing too. And you like, what they talking about? He's like, yeah, the voices are real. And she like, yeah, they are. So you like, okay, it's about to be some craziness right here.
Right. Yeah, and so they hear these voices, and they telling him to do this and that, and dig the tunnel and all that. And the guy, the child protective guy, he's here, and he's like, talking to the daughter, trying, expecting her to be like, help me get out of here type of thing. But nah, she's kind of down with it. She's like, yeah, nah, we got to listen to daddy's snitch. He got his voice. He calls it the snitch, right?
Right.
And so they're digging away. And
what's crazy is my man is in there going to work digging, right? Because dude was like, yo, either you gonna dig or I'm gonna blow some holes in you with this shotgun, right? He's like, if you come back out this way, you finished.
And not to kill you. He talking about hobbling him. He gonna shoot.
He's
your
like,
leg.
I'm shooting you on both knees, your feet, and your dick. He just put it out there. They said some shit.
Yeah. So he breaks through this hole, and we see all these ancient carvings and the bunny rabbits on the wall. And dude walks in and blows his kneecap off, but he, with that,
that's when the little girl's gone, right? Like she just disappears.
She's gone, right? She's gone.
He see her in a minute.
He tells the guy, like, she's off doing something else right now, and the guy just assumes that she's been killed, assumes that the little girl's just dead. And the bunny mask broad pops out of the shadows.
What I'm trying to figure out is where she get these current clothes from, right? Like she look like she ready to go to the club, right?
Right.
She got the nice fits on, like got the little masquerade rabbit hat on, but she looked like she been trapped down here for centuries.
Yeah, the outfit got a little collar on it and stuff, so it ain't definitely not some ancient clothes. So ain't no telling how long she's been in there or when she got put back in there. It seems like she's like a spirit, some type of spirit that comes out and attacks. I don't know. The sickness. Yeah.
He was like, heal the sickness. Who got the sickness? You got the sickness. Yeah. Like, this is some creepy ish right here, man.
See, at first I thought that was the mom, but the way she was talking, like you said, I thought. See, then I thought that was the snitch that he hears.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The way she speaks is weird, man. Like,
yeah, she speaks. Well, no,
I really thought it was the daughter. I thought it was the little girl, because since she's not been around,
I still do think it's her.
Kind of, yeah. That's kind of what I thought. But she straight she hits Pops with something, and he falls out and pretty much dies. And then she goes to licking my man's wound. Let me zoom in on this so y'all can see.
Yo, yeah, it got kind of graphic.
Yeah,
and my dude was like, yo, the snitch ain't tell me about this. Yo, when he got laid out, he was like, yo, damn, that snitch ain't tell me about this. Yo.
She go to licking his leg, licking the wound, and So yeah, and then he comes out and there's no cave to be found. You know, he's talking to the cops and he's telling them, "Yo, I was in this cave and this and that happened." And they're like, "There is no cave. Like you just out here in the yard in front of this house." So years go by.
Happened to the bullet wound too, like right, like she.
Oh yeah,
licked that,
his leg.
she
That's
healed.
right. She was licking his leg, and now his wound is not even there. There's nothing there. So it's like that never happened either. So it kind of made him look a little bit crazy. And then we flash forward to him, you know, in present times, and he's chilling with this chick.
Yo, the combo with Shorty was hilarious though. Yo, he was like, "Man, I just want to hear who you smashing through the other wall and all kinds of crazy stuff."
Yeah. She was like, she said, "What I'm saying is, I'm tired of military men. I got to start falling for other people. Either they're complete assholes, in which case they are not welcome in my bed, or else they're too timid. So it's like sleeping with a slightly interested pillow." She's going on, and he's like, "That's fascinating, but actually, I just asked you how much longer your license was suspended."
Yo, the conversation was crazy. That's what made this a crazy read, because you go from this horror to a little bit of comedy there. You like, okay.
Definitely.
And then my man got shocked.
Yeah, he walks by and sees the art gallery, and of course, what do we run into again? The bunnies. We got the bunny masks everywhere. So he's like, "What?" He can't believe it. It was all real, because I guess for a while he's been thinking that maybe he imagined some of it or whatever. And he walks in the gallery and he's looking at literal paintings of the cave with the bunny. So he knows this is definitely not a coincidence. And the artist walks up and, you know, they talk and woo woo woo. And then she realizes that he's the guy from the cave and she's the daughter that went missing. So is she the bunny? Is she the bunny spirit? I don't know. But she's definitely here painting the bunny, talking about the bunny.
She gave my man a $20 bill, like, "Yo, I meant to give you my
What was
business
that?
card."
Yeah, she gave me. She said, "Here's my card and a $20 bill." And then she was like, "Oh, why did I give you that?" So I don't know what that was about yet.
But Shorty had her teeth fixed, so I don't know. Salute to the dentist out there for getting her mouth right.
Right. And then, so remember when he came out of the cave and the cops found him the next day or whatever, they was like, "It is no cave. You know, you're just out here in the yard. There's no cave around." And so the cops are coming back. They've been investigating this house because of all the crazy stuff that happened, right? They said that same night, 2 inmates at the local prison committed suicide. 4 others ended up in the psych ward. There was 2 local murders, 3 different car crashes caused by heart attacks, and a herd of deer drowned themselves jumping off a bridge. And so he's, you know, this cop, he's obsessed with the night, with the crime or everything that went down, and he's investigating, trying to figure it out. They're walking through the house, and the old rotting floorboards break through, and he falls in, and they found the cave. And this is the cave.
Yeah, so shout out to these 2, right? Because first of all, I'm not going into no creepy looking cave, you know, let alone
Hell no.
some place where you know, like somebody says some gruesome stuff happened, and then the cave is real. I'm getting out of there ASAP, Rocky.
Yeah, and they go down, right? You're right. Yeah, shout out to them, because they exploring it like it's nothing. They find all these crazy holes and markings, and
hey, all them
bodies,
man.
Huh?
All them holes got buck teeth. That's a trip.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said something about them looking like mouths, and yeah, they all got bunny teeth. You know what, bro? I didn't even put that together that they was bunny teeth. I just thought they were mouths. You're right. They
that also look like some type of sacrificial altar or something right there too, man.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, the little altar right here. Yep.
Yeah, this comic has so much to it, and we didn't even get to the even most interesting part of this comic. So this is how crazy it is, bro.
Yeah. Then they find the bodies, which are all mummified. You know, like they said, they're all like leather. They're mummified bodies laying there, half decapitated.
But
And
they say
then,
that's
and
the
then,
little girl, right?
then they find. Then this right here is right. It's supposed to be the little girl that we just saw. You know, in the art gallery, and but here she is dead. So maybe the little girl wasn't the bunny lady, but maybe the bunny spirit is, masquerading, pretending that she's that girl who she killed.
Interesting.
And next issue, number 2. And then they got, this is really interesting.
Yes.
I was tripping on that stuff.
Yeah, this is an 88-page comic, but only 27 pages are the comic. The rest of it is all kind of variant covers and stuff like that. But there's this weird surveillance report that I'm not gonna read for everybody, but it's just cool how they added all this extra detail, and it's kind of like lore. It's kind of like giving you lore about what the story might be about, and just some crazy other stuff that's happening. But I feel like it's all gonna become make sense after the next few issues.
Look at this prophetic stuff right here, man. Y'all got to read this part, not us. Yeah. We want y'all to read this because it's like
definitely
they saying some, craziness, and when you first read it, you like, wait, I don't understand, and then you get into it, and it's like, oh, did that just happen? I was like, yo, this is some demented, the mind of a killer right here. So great. I'm gonna say Bunny Mask, great first issue. Definitely brought me in, and I want to read more. Definitely. So
I agree. You know how we do the rating system. We got a comic's either dope, or it's hella dope, or it's super dope, or it's just whack. But this comic, I'm gonna give it a hella dope. This is like almost super dope, but it's hella dope. So
yo, I tell you what, I like the comedy in it. I like the horror. And it also had me like intrigued, and then they added this extra stuff. I'm gonna put it at that super dope level for book 1. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's definitely definitely recommended. And another one I thought was dope that we checked out was Swamp God.
Yeah, hey, that book was good
page, right?
This was crazy. This was crazy. Swamp God by Ron Mars, artist Armitano, colors by DC Alonso, ALW Studios, Troy Petrie does the letters, and this is a pretty cool, a pretty dope joint. Starts off in 1865 Louisiana, during the Civil War. It's popping off right now. You got the Rebs surrounding this black dude that's in the middle of the woods, and they harass him and do the typical cracker stuff and chase him down and tackle him, and they're gonna string him up and hang him and all of this. And we see out the shadows somebody's watching this whole thing go on, and he says, "We've seen enough." And dude says, "Nah, wait a little longer, let them gather around more." So we know that we know something's gonna pop off.
What was crazy is I was trying to figure out why my man was out there, Dolo, right? Why was he out there alone and happened to run up on the Confederate soldiers? Like you don't just wander around unknown in the South during this time. So I was like, my man got a death wish. What's going on?
Why you walking around Dolo in the woods, man?
Yeah.
In Johnny Reb territory.
Exactly. I was like, whoa, okay.
And so they're about to put the noose on him, and the last dude's talking shit. He gets shot in the head right off, so he hit the ground. Lord Almighty, Clemens, and boom. Looks like one of the all black what's the
Buffalo Soldiers,
the Union Army,
Union,
like the movie Glory, right?
And
they bust out of the barn because they were the ones that were watching it. They ambushed the dudes, and
They
so
came out guns blazing though. They came out deep.
dumping. They came
I'm
out
like,
dumping.
they had to have cut them all down. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought they had to got them all, but you know, they shoot down most of them, and then we see the first guy that they were about to hang. They toss him a rifle, and you can tell that he's one of them, and he was kind of like playing as bait to you know, to draw the rebels in so these guys could ambush them, and they do pretty well. They get most of them. A couple of them get away. What was y'all thinking at this point?
So at this point, I was like, all right, just like you said, they some like Buffalo soldiers or like Union soldiers sent like on an elite mission. But I was still shocked. I was like, yo, I thought more of them. They were saying they only killed about 4 of them. I was like, yo, y'all came through guns blazing. So then I figured they gonna have to hunt the rest of these people down. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like a hunt the rest of this crew down or hunt different kind of wanted rebels down. So I thought it was a solid first start to the comic.
Yeah, and then they, you know, they're like he said right here, 4 dead, but I know we took a chunk out of some that ran. We're gonna get the rest of them, and they go to looking through the bodies, and he says not much useful on this bunch. Another guy says pretty shabby even for Johnny Rebs, because the rebel armies, you know, the rebel soldiers, they didn't have shit. They didn't have uniforms usually. They didn't have good weaponry. They were poor, you know what I mean? They were just dudes that just kind of volunteered, that they were basically farmers or whatever, or plantation workers or whatever. And you know, these guys are like, they're like the US Army, you know what I mean? They got the best gear, the best technology, the uniforms, they strapped up.
I thought that was Mos Def right there too. I was like, what is Mos Def doing up in here? Yasin.
Word. Yasin Bey.
Yes. Yeah, so then, man, my man was like, yo, they took 2 of my fingers, so ain't nobody sliding. He was like, we cutting them all down.
Yeah. They go to checking on each other, make sure ain't nobody hurt, whatnot. And they just devise a plan. You know, they're gonna go out and hunt the rest of them down. And yeah, he was like, Confederate States of America owe me 2 fingers, and I mean to collect what's due. Let's go hunting. And then we cut to the Rebs. They over here. I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that they didn't shoot. Yeah, I don't know how 6 got away. I really don't. But yeah, they
get some chunks out for sure.
They Rambo 3 him with the hot knife.
Yes.
And yeah, so they decide, they're talking. They're like, man, these guys is gonna come, you know, hunting. They're gonna come looking for us, and you know, what are we gonna do? Like, they got us, you know, they got us. And that's when this guy, he says, there's a story from around here, but I'm not saying it's true, but me and my brother heard it. There's supposed to be a swamp witch deep in the bayou. She's supposed to be able to do things. And the guy says, like what? You know, potions, spells, summon spirits to do her bidding. And basically, if somebody wants revenge, they go find the swamp witch and pay her. And then she summons whatever creature or spirit or whatever that's supposed to go kill whoever you need killed. And so they decide to go to her. And they find her. And
they definitely find her.
Boy, do they find
her. Shorty laid out like, yo. She was like, yeah, I got some needs, but I got some needs too. What y'all got to offer?
Or hitting her pipe, just sitting naked, waiting on dudes.
Right before that panel where dude mentions the witch, like right before that panel, I thought this entire book, and I was digging it, I thought this entire book was going to be that black regiment going down hunting Confederate soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I'm down for that. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, hey, cool. Cool.
That'll
Like,
be a cool book
right.
too.
But
Yeah.
it went against the name of the book. I was trying to figure out what is Swamp God, right?
Yeah,
what does that have to do with it?
Off, and when Homeboy mentions
at first I thought it was like a swamp thing type of thing.
That's what I thought was going to happen too. And dude looks like Jonah Hex.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah.
He do.
Yeah, shout out to Jimmy Palmiotti, man, who worked on Jonah Hex as well. We had him on the show. Him and Amanda should be coming back. But yeah, shout out to Jimmy. But let's see what else. All right, so did y'all get to read any of the other ones? What about DIENAMITE?
Yes.
What was your rating scales again, real quick?
Oh, that's right. We didn't rate Swamp God. Okay, so we kind of do like if something's just a decent book, it's dope. If something's a great, fantastic book, it's hella dope. If something's like this is the best book you ever read, it's super dope. It's like CGC giving out of 10. It almost never happens.
Right.
So but definitely I'm giving this a hella dope for sure.
I'm gonna give this dope, right? That's because I need to see more. It kind of went kind of fast for me, right? Because I read this
small book.
Yeah, it was small, so I just I'm intrigued. I like the writing. So I'm digging the vibe. So I'm gonna go with dope, and I want to get it to hella. If book number 2 takes it where I think it could take it.
I feel that. Lee, what about you, man?
I think it's hella dope, man. Like this is like for sure 3 issues, easy. Like for sure, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what your 3-issue rule?
Yeah, it's my 3-issue rule, and this like for sure, man. Like Mando 3 issues, like.
So he says. So his rule is that if the first issue is good enough, he'll read at least 2 more. If he's not by the 3rd issue, if it ain't dope, he's just gonna leave it alone.
I'll drop a book by the 3rd issue. If the 3rd issue don't grab me and hold me to make me want that 4, I'll drop it, man.
Yeah, because there's too much out there.
Sidebar: where are you with crossover? Did you drop that crossover?
Nah.
You still reading it?
Oh, what are you talking about? Another book?
I had an issue like after. Yeah. What is it? What am I thinking about? Donnie Cates crossover.
Yeah. I haven't read crossover yet.
Oh, you haven't read it yet? Yeah. I was just trying to see if y'all picked it up because it's one of those reads that's like a slow burn, man. So I don't know if the covers look sick for number 7, but I mean I've already kind of like semi-checked out.
Yeah.
But
how many have you read so far?
4.
Oh man, that's like borderline, bro. That's like you went past that 3, but if it's already like that on you after 4, man, that I'd be like that too. Someone that I trust would have to tell me, oh no, bro, I've read up to 6.
Keep reading.
Right.
Hey man, it's gonna get good. Then I'd be like, all right, man. But if if they're like, then I'll just like, nah.
Lee, I like that rule, Lee. I'm gonna have to adopt that rule, brother. I'm gonna call it the Lee rule from now on.
The Lee rule.
Yo, this was funny, man.
DIENAMITE, it was typical Ash. You know what I mean? Let me get rid of this.
Yo, what he did to Shorty, man.
Yo, but look at this cover, yo.
He's a dick, man.
Look at this cover. It's a review copy, so you can't see, you can see through the watermark. But yeah, that's Vampirilla right there, and you got Ash. So for those who don't know, this is from what's the movie? Evil Dead.
Yeah,
Ash
Evil Dead.
And the Deadites and that whole thing. And this is written by Fred Van Lente, the artist Vincenzo Caratu, and God, some of these names. Kike, I guess it's Kike Diaz, colorist. Hassan Otsmani Elahu. Oh man, I don't want to butcher this man's name.
Not gonna say his name.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, we start off in like Costco or something like that. And you got Ash talking about you know.
So this looked more like Sylvester Stallone to me than Ash. So I didn't know who it was at
This
first.
definitely looks like Stallone right here. Hey, Adrian, over here.
Yeah, he got the mouth and everything.
Who are these guys over here? And then they come in. And Deadites run in and attack. But I honestly, I was like, kind of bored with this one. Just because
so I was there with you. But the way Shorty went out and then he took a head, man. I literally started laughing, and then it went downhill again for me, man.
Let me reiterate. Let me fix that. It was good. I was actually enjoying it right until we got to the part where, actually, I was actually really liking it until we got to the part where it was, you know, the superheroes were standing around.
That was boring as hell.
And all that shit was boring. But yeah, no, I mean, you know, the first several pages was actually pretty cool. I thought it was, you know, Ash getting attacked at his job by all the Deadites and him improvising, and you know, like he does with different saw blades, chainsaws, and everything, and the lady, you know, helps him. This is a cover homage right here. You see him? Standing there with her wrapped around his leg like that. That's I think that's the cover of the video for like Army of Darkness, the movie poster or something like that.
Yes, the movie poster. Yes.
Is it?
Yes,
Yeah. But
what's crazy is these Deadites, they actually talk and everything. So when Shorty gets turned, and when she turns, man, the head is talking to him. So it's crazy.
Did you see the show, the TV show?
Yeah, the one on Netflix, man. I saw the first season. That was crazy.
That was pretty cool.
What's her name was in it too? Xena, Warrior Princess. That was good. I
thought that was cool having her on the show with him, man, because how he was on Xena, you know what I'm saying? So Return Favor, she comes on his show.
Facts.
Yeah.
But ultimately, man, the rest of this comic let me down. Like, I didn't know what Vampirella was doing, that Puma chick, and then it was just like they beefing over what's going on. I was like, I can't even read this right now.
Yep, that's how I felt. I was just like, but she bring him the weed whacker instead of the chainsaw.
That was hilarious. The weed whacker. I love that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was like, he told her, go get me a chainsaw to put on my hand, and you know, grab the biggest thing you find. And she come running back with a big old box, and it's a weed whacker, and he stick that on his arm.
And then Shorty gets turned. Oh, he's like, the good ones always go first.
Yeah, she gets turned, and then he has to cut her head off, and then they jump to this part, and and I'm like, what's going on here? You know, Vampirella's in here, bald head. I don't know who this guy is. Superhero dude. I guess that this all ties in or is a sort of continuation of Dynamites,
right?
Which I haven't read yet. So this is obviously all from Dynamites. Something that that's what I think, you know, it's got to be, because it has nothing to do with.
But it wasn't interesting, even so, right?
It wasn't. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe if you're really into Dynamites and you've been following it, you know what's going on between Panthera and Vampirella, and then I can see maybe it being interesting. But I think I'm not gonna read this because I'm thinking that it is mostly gonna be this with the Ash Deadite stuff mixed in, which is why it's Dynamites Lives. It's about the reanimated, you know, zombies and stuff. And so, but I think you kind of might have to know what's going on with Dynamite. So if you're into that and you're reading it and this Ash aspect is added into it, then yeah, it's dope. I think you'd like it, you know, because this Ash part is really cool.
Yeah, but for me, I'm gonna have to say whack, because I can't have like half the comic just kind of completely go off the rail for me.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a dope, just because it is good if you are reading Dynamites and you know what's going on with that. The Ash stuff is really good. So if you're into the comic, if you're into Dynamites, then the Ash stuff is dope. But I can't go beyond dope because, yeah, like you said, it was not. It didn't really grab me. Was cool though. Like I said, the Ash stuff was cool, and this was a cool part too, where the Deadites seem to sort of flock and like be on us on one mission, like sort of with one track mind. And he says that the only time they act like that is when they have a leader. And this god right here, this is their sort of god. I figured out this is Red Sonja.
Right
here. So she's part of the Dynamites thing. So if you're not into Dynamite, then you're not gonna know anything that's going on.
Hey, I love that Smiley mentions Evil Ernie too, man. Like I thought that was cool because I like Evil Ernie.
What is that? Okay, cool. I'm glad you knew what it was because I had no idea. What's this little smiley face?
Yeah, that's Evil Ernie's his homeboy, little face talks to him and stuff.
Huh.
Smiley. Like this comic, like I'm kind of on the fence with this comic, bro. Like, because I like Ash, and I like Vampirella, and Ernie and all that stuff. But this book, like, my opinion, if you love, and I mean love, Army of Darkness, then that book it is awesome, I guess, for you to like really. Oh, if you just can't get enough Ash,
Right,
but
right.
If you're just like, oh, I kind of like, Evil Dead, and I kind of like Ash, this book would hella throw you off if you don't know about them other characters and stuff. And
right,
and like you said, the other Deadite or Dynamite, like, see, because not having read that, like, I don't know why them other characters like swooped in on here either, and it's like weird to me. It just like really throws it off.
And who was Zombies Drax the Destroyer? Who was that guy? That big zombie Drax looking dude.
In this comic?
Yeah, go down further. There's the huge dude that you see right there.
Oh,
Drax.
Yeah, you okay?
Drax.
I didn't. Yeah, he's got blood on him. That's why he looked like Drax. Okay. Yeah. He green. He's kind of like in that blue light, but I think he's just one of the Deadites. I think that's just a couple Deadites walking. Because see, this is the manhole cover that the smiley face is on right here, and these are just some Deadites walking. This is just a close up.
Oh, okay, got
it. Yeah, you're right.
Though. He might be the boss though.
Nah, the boss is definitely Red Sonja, and I did read that somewhere that she was evil in the Dynamite's storyline. Red Sonja is evil. She's like the devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to catch up on.
It's a lot to
make this worth a read.
Definitely. So before we go into the last one, though, we got a bunch of new people in the house. I just want to say, salute to who else we got? Ed Santos, Full Blast Radio, DJ Tiger, Nathan C, aka Stranger Danger, who is and of course my man Stu Dog. Which Stu, if you can, man, if you want to hop in, bro, you got the link in your email, bro. If you want to hop in, but yeah, shout out to Stu Dog, and yeah, Stu, man, hop in if you want to. Check your email. But yeah, and of course Al Mega, Comic Crusaders in the building. My one of my mentors right there, Al Mega. Salute to Al Mega. Y'all check out his Comic Crusaders website, YouTube channel, app. IG. I mean, this man is major. He's everywhere. So shout out to Comic Crusaders. And Nathan, Stranger Danger, I think bought his first comics from us at the auction the other night on Saturday. So that's what's up, man. I love when somebody new comes into the fold, yo. For real. So definitely shout out to Nathan on that. But yeah, so what did y'all think about Nottingham 4? Did y'all get to read it?
That I did not get to read.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and slow clap that joint, man.
Yeah, I can tell you off rip already. This is a super dope. Always, I've been reading it since number 1.
Yo, the Merry Men are out for blood, yo. The Merry Men are out for blood. I love, yo. This joint, this one right here is fire because they just hold nose ball. They just going at it.
Yep. Yeah, man. I mean, it's what you would think Nottingham is. Yes, it's about Robin Hood, but this is not like a corny Robin Hood. This is not, the typical Robin Hood story. This is something dope. This is the Sheriff of Nottingham right here on the cover.
Right.
And he's on the cover of this one. He's on a lot of the covers. I would dare
He's
to
a
say
feature character. Yeah.
I would dare to say he's the main character.
Right. It's telling from a different perspective. All of the stories have been told about Robin Hood or Maid Marian. This one is telling you from Nottingham's perspective, and like, yo, how I mean, dude is a beast
They
too.
saw it. Oh yeah,
Dude was getting busy.
Yeah. Sheriff get down. He was always raw in the Robin Hood stuff. The sheriff was always nasty. He was always nice with it with the fighting and all of that. But
I don't know, man.
like
I think
you said,
Snape was one of those movies. It was like Professor Snape from Harry Potter's world was the sheriff, and one of them
oh yeah, the Kevin Costner one where
Kevin Costner joint. I don't know if I can see him getting down like that, but he might throw a spell on you though. He might.
Yeah, he was
Patronus.
But and that was a weird movie because I didn't realize it as a little kid when that came out and everything. I loved it as a little kid. I thought it was the ish. But got a little older and I watched it again and I'm like, Kevin Costner is speaking with a regular modern American accent and everybody else is old British.
Men in Tights. They exposed him in Men in Tights.
Men in Tights is hilarious. Dave Chappelle.
That line, unlike some Robin Hoods, I have an English accent.
Right.
That was the jab at Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
Craziness, bro.
That was weird.
But yeah, man, this book is just crazy good, man. And you can see he's sitting on the throne of the face,
Merryman.
which is like the Merryman's mask, and it's menacing. Usually, you hear Merryman, right? You think of happy. That mask is menacing.
Nah, but they the first issue of the book has that mask on the front. It's just the face, and it looks dope. The art, I love the art style in this book, in this comic, the whole comic, like every issue so far. The art style is crazy. And then this is Robin Hood right here. This is the first time I think that we've seen him. I haven't read issue 3 yet. I kind of skipped to 4 because it just came out today and we're doing this review. But I think it's the first time we see Robin Hood. I'm not sure. But this is
he's not, the sheriff's not like, he's not telling the story of what happened, right? It's happening real time, and it's just like his point of view, like from
their perspective. So it's like the Merrymen are the bad guys, right? Robin Hood, the bad guys. Yeah. They're dealing with, and you could tell, they're still government. You know what I mean? They're still royal. They're still assholes. They're still who they are. But instead of just everything is in the camp of the Merrymen with Robin Hood, actually we're seeing everything in the castle. Everything that's going on. They're hearing about the Merrymen.
The secret agents, who's being double sided and everything else, man. It's it's a dope read.
Definitely. And we and shout out David Hazan is the writer. Shane Connery Volk is the artist, and shout out to Shane Connery Volk. I never heard of him before, but this art, I'm telling you, man, this comic is dope. So yeah, you see right here, this is them politicking. That's the sheriff, and that's Guy of Gisborne, and they're getting ready for a tournament that's going on. You remember the tournament from the Robin Hood story? We always hear it from the other side, where the tournament, where he comes and he's shooting the arrows, and then we got these 3 hooded figures coming in, this big, huge dude in the background with like a big red beard hanging out, and that's all you see. And then
what's crazy is these guys look like barbarians, straight up. Like, even the sheriff looks like a barbarian, right? And so they look about it.
Definitely. Yeah. And
so they were trying to set a trap. They were trying to set a little trap for him. It was like, they gonna show up right here because we got that goal and everything. And so it was they was plotting, but they didn't calculate quite right.
Yeah, no, of course not. But yeah, they were setting a trap for they were expecting them to come, but they wasn't expecting them to come how they came,
Right.
that deep.
Right.
They didn't think they were gonna come heavy like that. But what's cool is also in the corners of some of the panels, you got this little story that follows through the story. It says, at first, the wary shepherd stands guard against the wolf, watching vigilantly his every move. And then you read through a few more panels. That's Maid Marian right there, and the sheriff. He's telling her how she's dope with let's not pretend that you couldn't best half the men here with a bow or a sword. Your father made sure of that, letting us know that she's nice, but letting us know that he knows that she can fight, that she can kill,
Right.
that she's capable. And then right here in the corner it says, the shepherd begins to trust the wolf, believing it friend and not foe. And so you kind of see in the parallels of the old story of the wolf in sheep's clothing, while the comics going on. And I think that was really cool how they did that.
And it plays right back all the way through to the end of it. And you're like, oh, now I know what it all means.
Yeah, right. And then that last line is like, oh, dope.
Hey, if someone, it's hard because we all know, and hindsight 2020 and all that, but say someone had never ever seen the story of Robin Hood at all. If this was brand new, this was their first dive into that universe. From your guys' points of view, would you think a new person reading this, would they think that Robin Hood was the bad guy, or is it still you can tell the sheriff is bad and they're the good guys coming in? You know what I mean?
I mean,
it's hard because we know.
No, that's a good question. But this is such an iconic character and stuff. It's kind of they wouldn't have done the story if it wasn't for knowing Robin Hood. You know what I mean? You kind of have to know the story of Robin Hood for it to be cool. But yeah, you could still read it without knowing about it. It would still be a good story. But I don't think Robin Hood is really a bad guy. But you're just not seeing it from his point of view.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
I get where you're coming from.
Never known the story, and they read it. They think the sheriff was the good side.
Nah, not really, because like Reno said, man, there's the politics to it that you're like, yo, that dude is shady. Even telling it from his side of it, it's like, yo, he's a shady character, but he's doing what he's paid to do. He's doing his job, and he's trying to disband these rebels, basically, right? Everybody got a perspective. And yeah, if you came into this completely unaware of who Robin Hood and the Merry Man and all of the good versus bad, both sides just look like, they're both unscrupulous right now. You don't see a good or bad. You just see people doing what they do to survive. It's just kind of a shady world.
I would personally see Robin Hood as kind of like an anti-hero, which he kind of is. Yeah. He is who he is, and I would have still thought he was, I still would have been rooting for him regardless.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, for sure. But nobody thinks they're the bad guy. No one thinks they're the bad guy. You know what I mean? Even Thanos in Marvel, I always say they did such a good job of making you see his side of it. You kind of saw that he wasn't just trying to kill half the population of the universe just because he's an asshole or just because he likes killing. He thought he was doing the right thing. So, you know what I mean? No one thinks they're the bad guy.
Right thing, for real.
In the movie, you mean though?
Thanos.
No, I know, but
what do you mean? Who am I talking? Who am I comparing that to?
No. Okay,
he was saying only the movie versus the comics.
Yeah, because in the comics he didn't do it for that. He did it for death. He did that.
Death. He did it.
Yeah, I'm talking about MCU. That's what I meant when I said Marvel. I should have said MCU. Yeah, definitely. It was. It's Marvel did the MCU did a good job of making you be able to sympathize with his plight. But I just say that to say, no one thinks they're the bad guy. So this is a story where instead of making the sheriff just nasty dude. Like, remember the Robin Hood cartoon back in the day, like
Yes.
the foxes and all that?
The
And the
fox,
sheriff was
yes,
just
and the
the worst
lions.
person in the right, and they just made him be a bad person. It's not really like that. It's just he's a regular person, but yeah, he's doing nasty shit, but
Yeah.
he's not like a bad guy. You see his point of it, like you see his side of it. But yeah, in the comics, Thanos does that right for actual death, for Lady Death that he's in love with, and he wants to win her heart, and he wants her to love and appreciate him and everything. And she basically ignores him, and he's like, "I'll kill everybody for you," and yeah, it's dope. Thanos is one of my favorite characters because ever since I read Thanos Rising, if you haven't read Thanos Rising, that's a dope little graphic novel. It's about him, from a baby growing up.
Right.
And you really see his, you know what I mean, like his life. And I don't know, I just love that comic. And ever since then, he's one of my favorite villains.
What's crazy is the Cosmic Ghost Rider had a chance to destroy him and decided to raise him as a baby.
That was funny.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's a great story. That's a great story. But here we go. We see the Merry Men. It was dope because Robin Hood is up here. You assume it's, we know it's Robin Hood. The sheriff is kind of trying to guess if it's Robin Hood because he shoots with his left hand, and the guy that was murdered in the last issue was killed by someone with, that was left-handed, and he shoots the arrow left-handed, but then he turns around and shoots it right-handed. So he's, trying to figure that out. And with that, this dude, they shoot the announcer guy. The Merry Men just pull out crossbows and start killing people, pop on their Merry Men masks and their cloaks, start killing guards. And then Little John pops up on the stage, or this big dude with the big red beard from before. And he says, "People of Nottingham, I am Little John, and I bring tidings from the man you call Hood. Too long have you labored under Prince John's taxes and oppression. Rejoice, for we are the Merry Men. We have come to liberate you from that oppression." And crowds, like, they don't know what's going on. They screaming. And he puts his mask back on, right? The sheriff is telling this dude, "We need to go." This dude named Guy of Gisbane. And Little John says, "England is sick. You are the disease," at the dude, Guy Gisbane. Sheriff's trying to get him to leave and get out of there, but he don't want to leave. He wants to fight because he does not really realizing how deep and heavy the Merry Men have come. So he wants to stand and fight. And, we start to see hundreds of these dudes popping out, taking people out. And then Little John comes up and he's like, "Guy of Gisborne, the Merry Men have spoken. The people of Nottingham have spoken. We're coming for you. And not even your precious sheriff can stop us." And it's just smacking heads. This is a dope panel right here, I think.
Yeah, it started getting into some 300 battle. It was on some iconic warrior shit.
Yeah, dope.
Because they were like, "Hold the line, don't let nobody through." It got
right
real.
Here, yeah.
Yes.
Hold the line, keep our defenses tight, not a single one. And that's the sheriff. So there you go, Lee. Like, we're seeing it from the side of the sheriff. He's trying to protect Nottingham, who the Merry Men are coming for. Not a single bloody one. And then here you got the aerial shot of the Merry Men running through, and then you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, that's the line right there.
And he gets busy right here, yo. You see him going to work.
The sheriff.
Big dude, yeah.
I like that he's not a coward. You know what I'm saying? Like in this, he's not all scary. He looks dope, man.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, he's just close the gap. Like, it's a dope battle scene, and the art, you know what I mean? The battle, the action, rather, the way that they draw the characters and draw the human form in action is really cool. Like, I don't know, it's hard. You can't really describe how they're doing it. It's just cool. It's just dope.
Yeah, it's very fluid, but it has great kind of architecture to the muscle movement and everything, man.
Yeah. but everyone's shaped really weird sometimes. Like, you know, if they're in action, they might stretch out, kind of like, it's like I say, it's hard to explain, but it's dope.
But and you see Shorty right here get busy.
She's getting busy right now. Yeah, she's straight fighting. She's fighting Merriman.
Yep.
And yeah, so if you remember from, you know, any Robin Hood story you've ever seen, Maid Marian was always on that side, but she's, you know, she's part of the castle. But I think she's still down with Robin Hood, but she can't really let the sheriff know that.
Yeah,
so
she can't let him know, but she just let by fighting, she just let him know because she's left-handed. That's what's crazy, bro. I was like,
he's watching her. They show him right here just watching her get down, and she's chopping dudes up with the left hand. He's peeping all that. And he calls her out immediately. He's like, Marian. And then so they want to look how many of them it is. I mean, it's just
it straight up reminded me of Lord of the Rings right here when the fighting Mordecai was coming to Castle Helm Deep.
Yeah,
it was just crazy. Yup.
Remember they were knocking dudes off the side?
Yeah.
They were coming up off the side, and then they got the same thing right here, the dude falling off.
Exactly, yo. This was crazy. And then you see like Robin Hood at the top, yo. I was like, yo, that's iconic when you see that shot.
Great shot too. This was a great shot right here.
That's great artwork right there.
Yeah. And then boom, we see Robin Hood. And everybody's
like, hood. Rep your hood, yo. Put your hood up. That was a dope shot right there. I was like, yo, that's iconic right there.
That was cool.
This should be the second print cover right here, yo.
This should be a cover, definitely. That's a cover right there.
That comes out, it's gonna go bananas.
Yep.
But damn.
So then we come back and old dude is oh shit. And he's like, Marian, arrest her. And she's like, what's going on? These dudes like, explain yourself. And he breaks down how he said, I was already suspicious of the taxman after the taxman murders, but when we found Scarlett's brutally mangled corpse, we naturally assumed the killer was a man. We did know that the killer was left-handed, which you revealed yourself to be when you so deftly defended yourself today. Then there was the brooch that Captain Dale left behind, the payment for his betrayal. You know, the only kind of payment a destitute could afford, an heirloom. It matches your earrings. Take her to the dungeon.
Smart. That shows how cunning and smart he is too, man.
Right.
I mean, he almost looks like there was an old Lord of the Ring cartoon back in the day, and Aragorn looked like he looked like a Native American. This dude almost, and he reminds me of Aragorn from that cartoon. But yeah, yo, this dude is super intelligent. That's why you gotta like this story, because you see how cunning and how much of a mastermind he is. So
and he gets down physical, you know, he gets down with in the melee, like he's a formidable cat. You know, he's powerful dude. And what I was saying earlier about the little like poem that's going along as you read the story, they got this little poem that's, you know, in the bottom of the things. And this is where it gets cool. It says, the wolf dons a sheep's disguise. Hold on, let me turn this thing off right here. It says, the wolf dons a sheepskin disguise and sets himself amongst the sheep's flock, hoping that night to have plenty to eat. The shepherd is fooled by the wolf's disguise and shuts him in with the herd as the sun starts to set. At nightfall, however, before the wolf can begin his feast, the shepherd finds himself experiencing pangs of hunger. So the shepherd takes his knife and slaughters the biggest sheep for his supper. The largest sheep in the flock, as it happens, is the wolf in the sheep's clothing.
Exactly, bro. Crazy.
Yeah. Wicked.
Crazy story. Yo, this is super dope. It continues to be super dope. And it's one of those that just caught a lot of people off guard, man.
I really hate that I didn't know about it, man, when it was about to come out, because I would have definitely grabbed it. You know, this is one that I would have bought. You know how like a lot of them like Invincible, when I first saw that, I was like, another
Because I don't truly
story. I never got into.
like Kirkman's drawing, but his
Right.
stories are pretty good. Like
Yeah,
Firepower,
he's a great writer.
it looks so plain to me, right? But the story and the artwork inside be telling different things, man. So I think Firepower long term is gonna be good too.
Right.
But this right here, yo, the artwork was so unique, coming from a different perspective, and it's just been fire, bro. It's been fire to a point where you think it's gonna, again, it's one of those books you think is gonna cool off and you can get it for a little cheaper. Nah. It's going up and up and up, man. Especially that first head cover.
Yep.
Craziness, man.
Yeah, it's that's gonna be, that's, you know, you can still kind of get it, you know, it's expensive, but you can afford it still, you know what I mean?
It's not priced out, but you gotta pay you ain't paying, you know, $20. You're paying 85 now, right? You're paying 110.
I think that first issue is definitely over 100. And that's crazy.
When the trade comes out.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be that same way. I used to only be a reader. So I got a trade paperback collection that's crazy just because I didn't care about buying the issues. I just wanted the stories. So I was just buying books to read.
And man, I gotta have raws. I need the raws.
And once I started, like Virgin, once I started to get Hawks and Pox, you know, House of X, Powers of X, rather Dawn of X, and I started getting all the you know, X-Men comics and stuff, and then I was reading the, you know, the floppies because I wasn't waiting for the trade paperbacks to come out. I was getting them as they came out, and so I started getting all the floppies. And but yeah, when I found the Virgin variants, like I'm new to this. I just started collecting in 2019. So when I figured out what Virgin variants were, I'm an artist at heart, so I love the, you know, just no words on it, just the beautiful piece of art.
It's just artwork,
you know,
bro. It's just straight up art, man.
Then
That's what I love about
I started collecting those. Now I'm into collecting, and then now I'm getting into like keys and runs and different stuff like that. So now I'm collecting stuff.
But you collecting your way, man. You have certain things you value. You value the artwork. Now you're working on the other styles right now. That's what's beautiful about this comic book business, man. There's so many different ways to get in and enjoy the product, man.
Oh yeah.
Yo, salute to you fellas. I gotta run.
Yeah, man.
This has been banging, man. As always, man. Yo, Cooks, I gotta sub you up, brothers. Everybody sub up these panel members, man. This dude's show should be lit every time he comes live, man. This we have so much fun, man. And I stay live, so I appreciate y'all, man.
Yo, man, thanks for coming on and chopping it up with us. Salute to Black Miss 1981 in the building. What's good, homie? I didn't see you before. Long time viewer. And you know, I guess Stu never came through, but Cooks, you still here, bro?
Yeah, I've been here. I've been listening.
Okay.
I've been listening.
Okay, all right.
I didn't read the books, so I'm just listening and you know what I'm saying, getting it in because I liked it just to throw in, just to let you know I was listening.
Oh man, yeah, dog. No, if I'd have known you were here, man, I would have been.
Yeah, I was here
talking to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was here. I was listening though. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get to read the books because you know what I'm saying, I had to work. But that bunnies book was pretty weird. It seemed like every page gave you a clue to like what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what's gonna happen next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Swamp God book, that right there was very interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Because of the historic value, it looked like it had.
Right.
I liked it how that dude walking through the swamp baited them dudes in, so it's looking like you got a force drawing out the wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's what it looked like. And the Nottingham pretty fly. I like that. The way y'all was explaining it.
That's my favorite.
I like that. I like that how y'all did that.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing
right there. I didn't know that Robin Hood, because like I'm slow on Robin Hood, so I didn't know that Robin Hood had I knew it had a violent side to it, but I didn't know like it was like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always heard about it from like my partners back in school that read books and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They was like, oh, what you seeing in the movies ain't for real. Like you need to read the real books. You know what I'm saying? So
do you remember the Robin Hood from when we was little? The Disney joint?
yeah, see that's what I'm talking about. Like I thought that's what it was. I didn't know it that this is what it is.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, you know, Disney just Disneyfies the stories, but a lot of Disney stories are like that, especially like the old school ones. The real stories that they're taken from are actually usually pretty brutal and like violent and all of that, you know.
I didn't
But
know
listen,
that.
I gotta say, man, just real quick, RIP to D Raj Verma. I did not know he passed away. This is the first I'm seeing it. Al Mega just put it in the chat. Yeah, we met him at Reed Pop. Real cool dude, great artist. What happened, man?
He said He said he died of COVID. He said COVID killed him. Yeah, I was talking to him in the chat while y'all was going, just so he wouldn't think nobody was paying attention to him.
Okay, man, that's what's up. Yo, thank you, Cooks. I see you was in the chat, man, in the chat room. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, R.I.P. man. Rest in peace. Salute D. Raj Verma, man. Yeah, he was dope. He used to come in there with. Well, he was in. You know, we met him in Reed Pop, which is like an industry sort of gathering. But yeah, he lived in India. And I always remember that behind him, he would always have these huge canvas paintings that he was, you know, that he did, you know, that were amazing joints. But yeah, it's crazy in India right now. Like I got another partner in India that, you know, he said they just went through it, like big attacks in the streets, like crazy. It's going nuts over there, like from COVID. You know, just the disease itself is bad. You know, they have, you know, their conditions are always so cramped, very heavily populated. You know what I mean? A lot of areas without running water and stuff like that. Like, so they, you know, they hit hard by this pandemic, harder than us. But yeah, he was lost. He was a great artist. He was lost. That's what's up, man. But yeah, y'all go and everybody check him out. Nottingham #4 just dropped today. Bunny Mask #1, Swamp God #1, Dynamite Lives #1. I thought they were all decent. Like they were all, most of them were great.
Hey, publishers, like who publishes each book?
So Nottingham is Mad Cave. Bunny Mask is Aftershock Comics. Dynamite Lives is Dynamite, and Swamp God is from Heavy Metal. So these are indie publishers that you know don't get a lot of light. Definitely don't have any of the money behind them like a Marvel or a DC or even an Image. You know, so we trying to give them shine. You know, giving props to the underdog. You know what I mean? Trying to give light to the ones that might fall through the cracks, man. Because some of these are some of the best comics. You know, some of the best comics are the indies. So don't neglect those, man. You know, Marvel and DC is cool, but I find myself a lot of times, man, looking at the new comic book day lists and seeing all the Marvel stuff and being like, okay, like yeah, okay, another Spider-Man book, like okay. But you know, the indie joint, just like, oh, what's this? You know, like what's this about? Like, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a lot of cool stuff in there. So y'all check those out. But salute to the tribe, peace to everybody. Salute my dogs, Stew Dog. Peace to Geeky Dad came in. I don't know if he's still here. Salute Geeky Dad. Peace to Amber, Creamer and Cash Comics. Of course, Full Blast Radio, DJ Tiger, Ed Santos, Nathan, Stranger Danger, Al Mega, Comic Crusaders, and then Ed Elise, Black Mist, 1981. And of course, okay, Geeky Dad is still here. Cool, man. Good to have you. He came in one of our auctions, few of our auctions, I think, on Instagram. So salute to Geeky Dad. I think OG Lee just fell out. He'd probably come back, but Yo, peace to everybody. Cooks, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. Shout out to my man Sans Group that was in here with us earlier. Cool dude that I met at on a YouTube auction. Bought some comics from him, and cool cat. And yeah, and again, of course, Lee for coming through. Thank you, bro. And
OG.
thank y'all for coming through, man. So all right, y'all.
Dude.
Listen, we're gonna see y'all Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for hip hop and comics as usual. And then again on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for New Comic Book Day indie reviews. Every Monday, every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Friday we got a special show coming on Full Blast Radio, the Artist Showcase. That's gonna be bananas. So y'all look out for that. And I see y'all.
Oh yeah, Reno. One more thing. You want to let them know about Total Fandom?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell them what's up with Total Fandom. Also, guys, definitely on Instagram, look out for the show called Total Fandom. Tell them what time and day, Cooks.
Sundays at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock Central Time.
Central Time.
Okay, so that's 6 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Definitely check that out. That's on Instagram. It's called the channel is actually Total Fandom, or is this gonna be on your channel or your page?
It's gonna be Total Fandom. I haven't decided yet where I want to put it at, but you know what I'm saying.
And I'll be doing it with you, right?
Yeah,
I'll be doing it with you, Comic Dudes, OG Lee, but I'll be doing it with Cooks. So we'll be both running the show because our homeboy Spadenomics Comics. Shout out to Spade again. Definitely want his name to ring out. That's my homeboy. RIP to the comicness of Spade right now. He's falling back from the comic world. Got certain personal family issues he's going through. So definitely keep your prayers for Spadenomics Comics. And we gonna be keeping this spot warm for him for sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Salute.
All right. Salute. Peace, y'all.